What is up, everyone? Welcome to NoLife Gaming Show. How is everyone doing this evening? As you can see, I'm in my new study. I've been calling it my study recently because I think that's a cool name for like a den or a man cave. This is my study.
Put books in it.
They're coming. I have a couple books up there. If
gotta-
anyone knows what that book is, shoot a comment. I'll give you $5.
I'll allow you. I'll accept you calling it a study if you actually have a bookshelf in it. Until you have a bookshelf in it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like all my books now are on my iPad.
True. I know that's the hard
Sucks.
part of like having like a cool study vibe feel.
Yeah. Well, I figured I put my records here. It works out that way.
I'm sorry, I find the term man cave to be offensive. It's a person cave.
It's a human cave.
It's a human cave. No, that's offensive to animals.
Oh, true. Did you see the PETA thing that came out?
I love the memes that are coming out of it. It's so good.
Oh my god, dude! They wonder why no one takes them seriously. Actually, let's take a look at it because it was pretty funny.
You got to see the dictionary, dictionary.com Twitter. Whoever's running that Twitter handle, really good.
All right, so here is their anti-animal language tweet that they made. Words matter, and as our understanding of social justice evolves, our language evolves along with it, which I agree with. Here's how to remove speciesism from your daily conversation. Instead of kill two birds with one stone, feed two birds with one scone. Is that not a Rickyism? That's something that Ricky would say on Trailer Park Boys. Get two birds stoned at once.
It's not rocket appliances.
Yeah. Be the guinea pig is now be the test tube. Beat a dead horse, feed a fed horse. I think that one was pretty clever.
Isn't that overfeeding, which is dangerous to animals?
Yeah, but I do think that one's pretty clever. Bring home the bacon, bring home the bagels.
Okay, that one.
I mean, that seems a little anti-Semitic.
What if you have a gluten allergy?
No, some of those
There
are
you
actually pretty clever. Like, I won't ever use them. They're never gonna catch on, and they're fucking dumb. But like, they're at least clever wordplay.
Yeah, take the flower by the thorns. That's pretty good, right? No one's gonna use it, but that's took some cleverness there. But PETA, come on, dude, PETA. This is I'm telling you, man. PETA would be so much cooler if they made animals cool. Like, they make animals stupid and they make them like I don't know, like corny. You know what I mean? Like, loving animals is like a corny thing when PETA's involved. But like, I love animals. Animals are awesome. You know, they do cool shit. And this is not the way to really do it.
I can't help but think of the classic South Park PETA episode.
Yeah, with that like monster lady.
The llama's his wife.
All right, we have some news here. I don't think anyone's been playing anything new. I know me and Doobie are just waiting for Friday to come so we could play some Smash.
Not even Friday, man. Thursday night.
Thursday night. You think it'll roll out 12 a.m. Thursday?
I'm picking it up at GameStop at midnight, so yeah.
Oh, right. You're getting the hard copy.
Yep.
Are they doing like a special Smash thing at GameStop?
Yeah. I don't know if they're doing anything special, but I know they're doing like a midnight release.
Are you still going to buy games when GameStop eventually goes under?
And we're going to talk about that, but I don't know, because like then the only option really is Amazon.
So you're just not gonna buy games?
Well, no, I'll buy games, but I have a few issues, and that was one of the things that actually.
All right, we'll bring that up. We'll bring that up then. We'll bring that up.
We'll talk about that, but there's some stuff happening.
Yeah, but in terms of like new games, I haven't had any time to play anything recently.
Yeah, I've been super busy, but I got sucked into Chell. It's just been all Chell.
What is that? I've never even heard of this.
NHL 19 do.
Oh God! Don't ever fucking call it Chell again.
Fucking Chell,
That's
bro.
such a bro thing to say.
And you got to play ice hockey on the NES that you can get with Nintendo Online Services.
Yeah,
which I bought because of Smash, but
honestly,
I played it. It's so bad. It's the NES. Like, people look back fondly on that system.
No, it's trash.
I played some of those games are jank as fuck.
They're all jank. They're all jank. Except Mario. Mario's the only good one.
Super Mario Brothers 3, which I actually have never beaten. And then, like, Zelda's on there. Zelda's good. The original Zelda game.
It's not even that good, dude.
It's not that great, but it's better.
I know it's an
than
unpopular
Ice Hockey.
opinion, but it just doesn't hold up, dude.
It's better than Tecmo Bowl. Sorry, that game is overrated.
hockey games have gotten a lot better though.
Wait, which
over
one
the
have you
last
been playing?
19.
Oh, the new one? I haven't played the new one.
It's not that much different from what I've seen and heard from 18.
Who's on the cover?
But
I'd assume so.
I got PK Subban.
Okay, solid.
Yeah.
Oh, there's multiple covers?
I mean, it's like the Madden one where they have the normal cover, and then for the hockey, they also have Gretzky as the legendary edition, but they have region versions. So like
Oh, that's dope.
the version that's being sold in like Sweden as a Sweden superstar, Finland's got like Patrick Laine on it, so like they do have like a couple of different versions outside of North America of like for Europe at least.
That's pretty cool.
Makes sense.
That coffee is so sweet, dude.
But
Ugh.
like it's gotten a lot better. The gameplay is still pretty much the hockey, but like the actual amount of modes and stuff is kind of cool. And they are doing something I wish Madden would start doing, or at least I haven't seen Madden do yet, because I haven't played any of the new Maddens on the new consoles yet. But like they have like the MUT style mode, but no one plays that on hockey. Everyone plays Chell. It's called World of Chell, and it's like the be a star type world, but you're just controlling one character and you drop into 3v3 or 5v5 matches with 4 other people basically, and like play as a hockey team.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Chell sounds like some kind of really hipster language that I don't get. Like,
It's
Chell, bro.
That's
Chell,
what I'm
bro.
saying. Super bro.
no, dude, all of hockey is stupidly fucking bro. Just gotta go do some dirty dangles and some deeksies and all that bullshit. Like it gets
NHL is one of
super
the best sports
bro.
games out there. It's so fun.
Yeah. But well, no, one of the modes they have like the MUT style, but not they have MUT, but then they also have like a couple of other versions of MUT, including something like Draft Champions, where you just get like 20 random cards that you get to choose from to make a team, and then play with that instead of. There's various other modes of making it fun instead of just like spend a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, I just like the way it like plays, man. Like it really does. Like you can really set up plays on the fly, and it just feels so intuitive, and it's such a good sports game. And it's hockey, so there's always action. Not where it's like NFL, where it's like if you're down by 21, you're probably not winning. You know what I mean? Or with hockey, like even in FIFA, like if you're playing against someone good and you're down by 2, it's really hard to get on them. But NHL is always like
hit them, start a fight, and you have the morale on your side and go.
Yeah, or just like you force like power plays, or you set up certain like offensive tactics that kind of like pressure them, and it just like becomes like I don't know. It's always been super fun, but I haven't gotten the new one. I should probably get it.
It is still a lot of fun. Not a lot's changed that much, but
I don't know how they could make it better gameplay wise.
I was super impressed that the gameplay is pretty good, but there's so many fucking modes.
Yeah,
like I haven't played a sports game where it's like, okay, they have like 4 or 5 different online modes, including a main mode. They still have franchise. You still have quick play. You still have be a star or whatever, and that's like even crazier. They had an entire system called threes, which is like kind of like that old arcade style. So it's like 3-on-3, but you have like money puck and stuff like that, where goals count as extra and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like when you open up the menu, like there's 30 little boxes, and except for 3 of them, they're all different game modes.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. No, the last one I played I think was 18, and I don't think there was that many game modes. So they must have added them this year, which is pretty cool. They always had the 3v3. They've always had like the street mode, and the franchise, and then the MUT stuff came in, but it's just different on NHL. The MUT doesn't really, I don't know. I don't really know that many players that well like I do NFL, so I can't really play MUT competitively. But
I don't play sports games that much, but you mentioned like a street mode, and it just got me thinking. Like, I think my favorite sports game of all time was like NBA Street Volume 2.
The NBA Streets, the FIFA Streets, the NFL Streets.
It's just like arcade mode.
I would argue Blitz was better than NFL Street.
Yeah, But like the Street series was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wish they would come back with that. I feel like the arcadey style like has gone.
Well, the
And,
thing is like look at like NBA Playgrounds or whatever the fuck it's called.
yeah, but that was a blatant attempt to do like NBA Jam from like the SNES.
Right.
That's what they were trying to go for.
Well, the thing is like the market is not because everyone's trying to do online play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the
Everyone's
market's
online
just not
play
that
and
big.
realistic.
I like that shit too. I would love more shit like that.
Even if you wanted to do the online play, just copy chow. Because like that's what they nailed was, nope, it's gonna be 5 or 6 real people versus 6 real people because you can even play goalie. But like yes, you're trying to win the games and there's like ladders to it and seasons and things like that. But you're also just getting XP for loot crates basically that are just cosmetics. And it's like that's the entire other side of the street where you can play pro series or you can play 3-on-3 like dog shit series, things like that.
Yeah.
But all of it's just cosmetic crap of just like, do you want to look cool this way or this way?
Yeah.
Like it's half gear and it's half like, oh dude, I got a sweet hoodie to put on now. Like
Yeah, that's like the sad realization is that if they ever did make like a new NBA Street game, it would be filled with microtransactions.
Yeah. But as long as it's cosmetic, I don't care.
Yeah, it would
could
all
be
be
fun.
cosmetic, but it would be bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I was playing a little bit of FIFA 18 because I got the Origin Pass. Is that what it's called? The one with
Access.
Battlefield? Origin Access Pass, the premier one. And you download a bunch of games, and I was like, oh, there's FIFA on here, and I haven't played the new one, and that one's I only played a little bit, and then I deleted it. I'm not the biggest FIFA fan anymore. I'd rather play Madden. And then I downloaded the Madden one for PC, and no one plays it. It wouldn't even get me into like a head-to-head. So I don't know how much longer that series is gonna last on PC. There's no one playing that game.
the fun of it for the PC and the big deal for that was modding. So you're not gonna play online with that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there was
like
no one. No one.
Getting your stupid character creator built into it so you can make like a WWE superstar in Madden. Like that's the fun of it being on PC.
Yeah. All right. Well, we haven't been playing anything much new. We'll probably do. No, we're gonna have to two probably. All right. Moving on to news. Rapper 2 Milli, which let's see here. He signatured the Milli Rock dance. He's suing Epic for stealing his dance, the Milli Rock, and I don't know if he'll win. I honestly do not know how he's going to
Did he
sue.
actually copyright the dance, or is he just like credited as the creator?
I don't know if you can copyright a dance.
Yeah, like how is this gonna hold up in the court of law?
The U.S.
But-
started protecting dances under copyright law beginning with the Copyright Act in 1976.
So in 1976 they were able to start copyrighting dances. So
Yeah, but did he
2
file a
Milli
copyright?
applied to register his dance with the Copyright Office on December 4th.
what'd you
But
say?
having a register,
Like yesterday or like December 4th, like years ago?
yeah, it doesn't say.
Okay,
I'm assuming
so-
I'm
thinking it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And now he's suing.
Okay, yeah. So he's trying to say, "Oh, hey, my copyrighted dance." which
But
you
he
guys-
can
But
he
the
can do
registered
that.
Copyright, but having registered copyright isn't a requirement for copyright protection.
Yeah, he can register to copyright and then be like, "Well, I made this this many years ago. I just didn't register till now." Like you can do that. I don't know how much like this is super interesting to me because copyright's been so weird these days. But
Looking at you, EU.
I mean, how much money do you think he could get for this? That's my big question. Because, I mean, I'd go so far to say there was a lot of money made on that, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Whatever that, it just brings a level of legitimacy to Fortnite.
But then
you
it
know.
also opens up the floodgates for all these copyrighted dances, all the dances they use in Fortnite for the people maybe who did make them, or even the people who didn't fucking make them.
Yeah.
To
Oh, there's a
now say,
few.
"Oh,
There's
that
a
copyright."
few that's been from rappers that they
Where's
added
that
to.
backpack kid? I want to see copyright and suing Fortnite.
Yeah. At least like I don't know, man. It's super interesting, but I mean, I kind of want him to sue Epic just because I want to see how this legal proceeding would go.
Oh no, yeah, I'm totally interested in seeing how the legal battle would be fought.
Yeah, because it's a dance, and it's like the way that the dance is sort of monetized in the game is different than the way the dance is monetized in his song. You know what I mean?
Do they sell? I don't know. I stopped caring about Fortnite completely. Do they sell like the specific dances as microtransactions?
Yeah, they're emotes.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
like loot boxed.
So let's say he did win his case, then he
It's
would be
also
getting a
not the
fraction of. He would be getting money from the direct sales of that emote, right? He wouldn't be getting just.
I don't know.
He would only be able to charge for that.
I don't know. I mean, there could be a case made that he could also sue
they
for
just remove
future charges that he missed out on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many avenues that you could go with this lawsuit that
Yeah, but like that's the thing is how much did that one dance make in money?
yeah.
That
That's
specific one.
because if you sue for that, then that's easier to win in the court of law. It's a lot harder to win it's a lot harder to win on future charges, but some people do, and that's a lot more risky of a charge or a lawsuit, but it's a lot more rewarding as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
I really don't know how he's going to go about this. I kind of want him to win just because I would like to see.
It'd be interesting because like there's the thing too.
He's
though,
probably
is,
going to
like,
get a payout is what's going to happen.
Yeah, but like what I'm.
Yeah, they'll
I
sell
wish
it.
it was someone other than him. And I don't know this person, but I'm just basing it off of the dance. Like watching through the music video, it's just like, all right, you're trying to copyright this motion. Like that's literally
Wait,
there's your dance.
No,
Like
it's a little
That's
more
an
than
integral
that.
part-
It's
That's an integral part of pop and lock.
yeah, like
They were
it's
stealing the
no,
whole
like
pop and
seriously,
lock.
going through most like his dance, it's stuttering around a little bit, put your arms out a little bit like this, and then do this like weird like little hand motion like this, and it's like
Yeah, but the thing is that it is his dance. Like they did take
doing this
his.
is
Yeah,
is
but they
doing
didn't.
this.
But Fortnite didn't
Very
take
welcome
it
to
because
2018.
it was that movement. You know, they took it because it was a song that was popular from him, and
yeah,
they
no,
could
and that's
capitalize on it.
why I think he's entitled to something. But it's just one of those things where like
But is he though?
also exactly like going super deep in the like copyright law. It's like you're trying to copyright this motion. Like that's basically the main point of the dance.
I mean, I guess under the
I mean,
law,
the
I guess you
evolution-
can. I like
the
how
evolution
far
of
back.
But can you? Because there is such things as not so much public domain, but like, I mean, there's a reason why Google's never going to like lose or like Kleenex, things like that. Like it does become a point where copyrights are really hard in copyright law just because they become such a normal public domain, so to say.
Fair use. Things
All
like
right, so
that.
here's from LegalZoom, how to copyright a dance. The composition and arrangement of dance moves and patterns are copyrightable as choreographic works, provided they meet two criteria. The dance must be your original work. It must originate with you and show some minimal level of creativity. The dance must be fixed in a tangible object. This might include a film, a video recording of the dance, or a precise written description in text or in a danceable notation system. An idea for a dance is not entitled to copyright protection, nor is a dance that has been performed but not notated or recorded. A dance does not have to tell a story or be presented before an audience to receive copyright protection. So as long as it's
In my opinion,
recorded,
then, yeah, it's totally peak and
What
copyright.
was the
Oh, yeah.
first?
But
What
it's
was the
just-
first original and what?
film, video recording. Just original work. It just needs
What
to
was
be
the second
original.
part after that?
It must
I'll-
originate with you and show some minimal level of creativity.
Is this really creative? That's all I'm asking. Is this creative? Because this ain't creative to me.
Well, I want to see Doobie do
No,
this dance.
that's what I guess is my point. Is like
I want to see Doobie do the Millie Rock.
I wish it.
I bet
was
you
one-
can't do it.
There
I
would have been
probably
there's so
can. I
many
can't.
better dances
They have no
that I
rhythm.
wish would have actually done this.
Well, like what? Like what other dances?
I mean, like you have almost
I-
all the dances in Fortnite are better than this, but at the same time, Fortnite's got shit ass dances.
They're all rap songs. They're all from stupid fucking rap songs. Like, the fucking I don't know. The Nene is one of them. They're all. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I'm assuming the dancing copyright had to have come from like ballet or something like that. You know what I mean? It had to have come from some sort of respectable dancing, because dance is a beautiful thing. Did you see Always Sunny, where
Yeah.
the
Well, not I didn't see that, but like I agree. Like dance is like I get how it can be copyrighted and it should be, but there's also like
it almost
is
seems like he's
hard
abusing the power a little bit,
a little
right?
bit. Yeah.
So who copyrighted the Charleston?
And like I don't know, dude. It's one of those things where like there's so much that can go into a good dance, and I'd like a dance
the
to be
moonwalk
picked this way.
copyrighted?
What?
Is the moonwalk? Michael Jackson ever copyright the moonwalk?
I don't know. Let's find out. I doubt it though.
Because I've seen there's a specific wrestler where she does the moonwalk, like on TV, and it's like, but if that's copyrighted, could
Let's find
technically
out.
his estate sue?
The moonwalk is not actually a patented dance move.
Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Then again, was Michael Jackson really creator?
Wait, it says while the moonwalk is not actually a patented dance move, musician Michael Jackson does indeed hold a patent. This is interesting. He holds a patent for that one like lean thing that he does.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
I'm sure.
But
'cause, like,
that's for the shoes that he made.
okay, because like that's where it gets harder too, where it's just like, I mean, getting a copyright on this, I guess, where it's just like, the original does bring up a point, because it's like, it is at least minorly creative, but I have seen every single one of these moves used in a rap video before.
All I'm gonna say is Fat
In this
Joe
entire video.
Fat
None
Joe
of this is new.
I don't know. Did he copyright the lean back?
Yeah, but that would be a perfect example
It's
of
so
like
lazy.
that would be a perfect example of like that could be copyrighted because it's
motion.
it's
can be
not the
copyrighted.
motion, it's the actual fact that it's a known dance. You know what I mean?
The
And the
lean
Millie
back.
Rock, the fucking Soldier Boy Superman dance could be
There's the
one.
Cabbage
The Nay
Patch.
Nay. Dude, all of them. The
Oh my
moonwalk is
God.
definitely one that you could
Dumb.
copyright just because it is an iconic and it makes money both on the dance and on the performance of it. And
If the Cabbage Patch is making money,
we
need to get that money.
have dove too far deep into this rabbit hole.
I mean, it's because it is an interesting thing where it's
I hope he
It's-
wins for sure.
copyright law.
I do and I don't, because it's like, I mean, yeah, dude. If you create something, you are definitely entitled to money, but there is a line where it's like, how much did you create? I guess.
I would
don't know,
say
a lot of this video is him just this, and it's like, holy shit!
Yeah, but-
wow, you have nailed every rap video for the last 20 years. Congratulations.
yeah, but that's also saying like, you know, a painting with like a you know, a Rothko painting, which is just a couple colors. It's like, how much effort did you really put into that? Even though it's like an iconic work of art.
How many people did that before Rothko?
I mean, it's literally like two colors. You know what I mean?
Right, but it's also in a composition. So how many people did that composition before him?
Oh, I'm not sure. That's something you can't say.
That's what I. Yeah,
you
that's
can't
what I'm
prove
arguing
that.
about, where it's like, okay, no, like half of this is literally just like the lean-to, you know what I mean, and like just leaning around, and it's like, yeah, this is every rap video since I've been alive.
Yeah, but it's also it is when you see the Millie Rock, you know that's the Millie Rock. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't. I genuinely wouldn't.
There you go. There's your answer. I mean, it's super fascinating that Fortnite is always getting into some stupid controversy because of how much money it makes. It makes so much money. Everyone's trying to get a piece of that stupid pie.
I mean, dude, they made $1 million off of iPhones in a month.
Yeah, it's absurd. And they don't. It's free. It's a free game, and they still make so much money on it. All right. Rumor: Crash Team Racing remake announcement at Game Awards. Game coming in June. Wait, when is the Game Awards?
Tomorrow, aka Thursday, the 6th at 8:30 p.m. EST. So we're going right from Game Awards right into Smash Brothers. And this makes sense. I mean, the success of both Spyro and Crash, like the trilogy, Crash Team Racing, I honestly, like, people always fondly remember like Mario Kart 64. In my opinion, Crash Team Racing is a better game. I absolutely loved the CTR game.
Really?
Yeah, the ones that came after the first one, not so much. But a remake of the first one, I'll totally buy it.
Now, is it a remake or a remaster?
That's what I don't know.
Or a reforge.
See,
That's the thing,
this is
with
the thing, man. They
remakes,
need to
I
make
don't know.
sure that they clarify: is it a remake or a remaster? We can't be
With
getting into this.
With the remasters of like those trilogy games, it was easier to remaster them because it was 3 games in one. If they're only doing one Crash Team Racing game, I would love to see that rebuilt from like the ground up.
Yeah, for sure.
Completely remake that game.
Yeah, any
People
old
wanna
game, I
sell
much
it.
rather them remake than remaster, in my opinion.
I would say even CTR was actually more comparable to Diddy Kong Racing, where you had like boss battles, where you would race against like.
I never
bosses.
played it. I have no
You
idea.
never played Diddy Kong 64?
No, I've played
Kong
Diddy Kong,
Racing?
but I haven't played.
Yeah, it was like their version of it. And I really Crash Team Racing. I thought was more. It was. I don't know if it was better. It was just like on par with DKR, which is considered like one of the better racing games slash like story driven racing games. That like everybody remembers from the N64. It's just that nostalgia boner for Diddy Kong Racing when Crash Team Racing was just as good.
Okay, is it coming on PlayStation? I'm assuming.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's multiplat, honestly, with the way that Crash has gone. Because the thing is, Sony doesn't really own Crash anymore. It's I don't even know who owns it anymore. Is it still Activision?
Ew.
But either way, it's not an exclusive. Like even the first one, like the trilogy, was exclusive to PlayStation for a year. It was a timed exclusive.
Oh, that's a heavy timed exclusive. A year?
I think it was a year.
I mean,
And then it
that
came out
if
on
I was a business out, that would be my
or
timeline.
Xbox One. Yeah, then it
I'd
came to
sh-
Xbox One and Switch.
Yeah. Well, also Metroid Prime Trilogy is Nintendo Switch bound.
That's yep. These are the 2 back-to-back rumors. Apparently, there was a site in Sweden or something like that put up this like listing for the game, but apparently in Swedish it was like pretty much saying that this is just like speculation. So this guy Liam, whatever I can't remember Liam Robertson, he pretty much comes out and says the posting is kind of like not like it's really not like worth knowing, but it is coming to Switch. Like it is a thing. And it makes sense. Metroid Prime 4 is coming soon. And what better way to get Metroid Prime 4? Like the Prime games were all GameCube and Wii, and nobody had a freaking Wii U. So it makes sense. Hey, here's those 3 games right before the new one comes out, kind of like what they did with Bayonetta, where they released Bayonetta 1 and 2 on the Switch in preps of having Bayonetta 3 come out. So now that you don't have to wonder if you're missing any story, you've got the games right on the system. I'm totally down. I like the first Prime game. I didn't really play 2 or 3, but the first Prime game was.
It was fun.
It's like how when when Zelda changed to Breath of the Wild, everyone knew Metroid as a side-scrolling kind of exploration game, but it was 2D, and then it finally moved into the 3D world with like free aiming, which really was kind of revolutionary for that franchise. It was different.
It was pretty
so I'm
fun.
excited.
But
I'm
I don't know if it's going to hold up. I don't know if it's even going to, I don't know.
The problem was 3 had motion controls. I mean, they're gonna keep it.
I
in
thought
there.
so did Prime.
Not Prime 1. Prime 1 was a GameCube only game.
Right.
Prime 1
Yeah,
is
I
a
guess I'm thinking of
fantastic
3.
game. And if you haven't played it yet, like it's totally worth playing.
Yeah.
If you like Metroidvania style games.
All right, moving on. Nintendo will take #1 spot from Sony in 2019 game console market, says Strategy Analytics. Nintendo is set to regain its leadership position in the video game consoles for the first time since 2009, according to the latest projections from Strategy Analytics, connected home device service. The report global game console market forecast predicts that Nintendo will sell 17.3 million Switch consoles worldwide in 2019, while Sony will sell 17.1. Microsoft will remain in third place, selling 10.10 million.
Okay, let's be honest here. That there's no reason why Nintendo shouldn't. The PlayStation 4 is on the way out.
And it's already
It's
sold
hard to
every
sell.
console they've ever made.
Yeah, it's hard to sell more consoles of a console that's already sold as many as PS4 has. It's
Yeah.
just there's diminishing returns at some point.
I don't think I know anyone who doesn't own a PlayStation.
I knew one guy that owned one and then sold his when the Switch came out and then rebought it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Even though I
saying.
told him, "Why are you selling your PS4?"
Yeah. I mean, it's the console to get, and it's nice to see Switch taking up so much more traction. But I mean, it's almost obvious at this point that they're gonna do that well.
Not to mention
It's
they're on
cheaper.
completely different dev cycles. So
Yeah, it's a cheaper thing. It's got so many more iconic characters, and
Is it cheaper?
$300 is the entry point.
Yeah,
it's
so
$299.
I mean,
that's
the
PS4
accessories
price.
not so much. Like I don't know how much a DualShock 4 goes for, but a pair of Joy-Cons I think is $80.
Yeah,
Mm.
DualShock 4 is $50.
Exactly. But like the Pro
And
Controller,
then-
I think is 60 or 70.
Yeah, I guess PS4 would be cheaper then.
PS4 is cheaper. That was I bought a PS4.
Oh
for
yeah, the
$200.
PS4 like base.
Like I was gonna say, like if
is
you're
cheaper at this
go
point.
generic PS4,
Yeah.
it's definitely cheaper.
For
than
some
the
reason, I was
Switch.
thinking like new PS4 Pro because that was the last
The
one
Pro
I bought.
is more
that's what
expensive,
most people would
yeah.
probably buy.
right.
At
But
this
like
point.
base point, no, it's not cheaper.
No, but it's. I mean, it also makes sense. That's why it's not cheaper. It's been out. Like the Switch is still within its second year, while the PS4 is on year 5. I don't even remember anymore.
And I want to see, some rumors about a new Switch console. I want to see a more powerful Switch. Let's get it going. I want 1080p Switch. That's what I want.
Yeah.
1080p in handheld.
Yeah, they can do
I
it.
mean,
The
I
screen
think
is
I
7
would
inches. They can do
totally-
1080p handheld to
Totally.
4K. Doc, come
it's
on.
totally on NVIDIA. That's the balls in NVIDIA's court with that one.
it. Yeah.
With ray tracing.
They're the ones
Imagine
making the chips.
Imagine a fucking 4K ray tracing handheld device at
Apple will
60
do that.
frames.
It's gonna be an Apple device.
I don't even want to think what Mario would look like in 4K.
Oh, I do. I do want to think about it all
Every
day.
mustache hair finely detailed.
Yep. No, knowing Nintendo, we'll be on, fucking holograms and they'll still be just getting into 4K.
No,
It's
they'll
not
be on
about the
holograms.
graphics.
The minute they're on holograms, Nintendo will be like, "Hey, here's our VR kit."
Yeah.
No, nobody's into VR anymore, dude.
We're into time travel and they're just getting into fucking 1440p. Battlefield 5's first free content update has been delayed indefinitely. This time around, EA DICE are doing away with Battlefield Premium passes, opting to make all Battlefield 5 post-launch content free. The team has mapped out the first 3 months of their ongoing updates, which will be known as Tides of War. Everything was supposed to kick off today, starting with Tides of War Chapter 1 Overture, but right before launch, a technical issue was discovered that prevented the team from releasing the update. It's delayed until further notice. I didn't hear about this. This is kind of crazy.
Sounds like a major bug or something.
Yeah, or some
It's
like
like
major
reading-
vulnerability,
Yeah, because reading through the rest of it too was like they were still thinking like it was good to go like up to 2 hours before it was supposed to launch or whatever.
They must have found something and that just broke it.
Yeah.
Wow. That
Just
sucks.
rough. It's not what you want to. It's not what you want to see. But then again, I think it's better to delay something than
Yeah.
release a broken product. So,
I mean, they probably should have waited it till this was done to put in the game at first anyway, but what are you going to do? It's EA. How mad do you think EA was when DICE had to tell them they had to delay this? I guarantee you someone got fired. So some executive at EA is pissed. You're spending all my dad's money, man. Red Dead's online economy is broken. Rockstar looking to fix it. I haven't even played Red Dead Online yet.
I was gonna ask because
yeah.
I've heard a lot of not good things.
So have I, and that's why I haven't even bothered. I've just been busy
I-
too, but I was just like, I'll wait.
I was listening to like a podcast earlier, and they were talking about Red Dead 2. Like they're talking about Game Awards, and they were talking about Red Dead 2. And I guaranteed the online is where a lot of people are bitching and moaning.
Yeah.
But apparently, a lot of people it's a critic. Like critics love the game,
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. But apparently, there's a lot of pushback from the communities online about Red Dead 2. A lot of it being feeling like it's still a game that was developed 5 years ago, which I mean, it was developed probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, like, it's one of those things where we've had all these problems with the quote unquote grind. And that's what a lot of the issues online is that it's taking forever to grind for stuff. And that just reminds me of the backlash that Battlefield 2 had, or Battlefront, whatever. It's a Star Wars one. It doesn't even matter. But where
Yeah.
like they required like 40 hours of grinding just to unlock one character
Yeah.
That you could just buy.
that you could just buy, which makes sense that the people are complaining that Red Dead 2 is pay to win online.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. Okay, how often do you get a gold ring in the game?
A gold ring?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know what that
apparently
means.
it's an item you can sell, I guess. You can sell a gold ring for a whopping $1.10 in the game. A can of baked beans so your character doesn't die from starvation costs $1.20.
Yeah, but you do get okay. So gold rings and like trinkets, like silver trinkets that you find around the world, are kind of common.
Yeah, but apparently they're worth dog shit.
Yeah, I mean the actual economy in the game is kind of retarded.
A can
But
of
it's
kidney
like-
beans costs $1.50.
But I can see
Something that originally cost $35 now costs $1,000.
Yeah, but that's like the economy, now that I think about it, is kind of wacky. Like ammo is
But the
the way that
reason why
the
they're
ammo's
also complaining-
priced.
they're mostly complaining too is that the payouts that you would receive in off online versus online is like a tenth. So if you do the same thing, you only get a tenth of the payout you would normally receive for like quests and stuff like that, while everything else costs more.
And I
So it's like,
I can
oh,
see them implementing some sort of grinding, but it needs to
that's
make
Korean
sense.
MMO levels.
Yeah, and that's not something that's fun for me at all. And that's kind of what I don't understand about Red Dead Online. I don't really understand what what they're doing with the online. I don't know. Is it like a death match? Is it just like an MMO? Is it like a like a PUBG type thing? I have no idea about the online at all. Because if it was like a PUBG thing, that would be pretty cool, right? And you have to survive in the wild, and I don't know, that would be kind of cool. Or if it was like an MMO, that would be cool too, but the map's not MMO sized, so that wouldn't really work. I don't know. I'm
They are
assuming it's like
saying-
Grand Theft Auto's online, which is not that fun.
They're gonna, yeah, that's what I'm assuming. It's just gonna be like GTA Online.
Right.
Which that's why economy matters, is because like that's the point of GTA Online, is like make money and go buy a cool house or whatever.
Get the craziest car you can so you can show
Yeah.
everyone.
And that's exactly what I expect out of this, except it's gonna be the coolest horse. But that doesn't work if you're not getting money.
Yeah.
They are saying they're rolling out updates to it
I'm sure they'll
But-
fix it.
over. It's gonna take a week or two or something. They're claiming some of its bugs, blah blah blah. But yeah, they released a statement saying they'll get fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they'll fix it, and I'm sure it'll be super popular, just how GTA Online is. This is the Western version of GTA Online, There's going to be a lot of people who want to do, like, those Twitch things where they role play and shit like that.
But yeah, first things first, it says they're fixing bugs that boots players off of online, and then
Yeah, definitely
Making-
fix that.
ensuring all activities are, quote, appropriately rewarding and fun.
Okay, that's a good goal to have. GameStop reports, this is our last story. GameStop reports $488.6 million loss and a decrease in pre-owned sales. We kind of alluded to this in the beginning of the show. GameStop released its report for the third quarter of the fiscal year, which ended November 3rd. While the report already factored in company sale of Spring Mobile, GameStop still reported a loss of $488.6 million, although some facets of the company prospered in comparison to past performance. GameStop's 13.4% decline in pre-owned sales is definitely taking a toll. Excuse me. As a result, GameStop has dialed back its expectations for fourth quarter performance CFO of GameStop, Rob Lloyd, issued the following statement about the situation. We anticipate that our fourth quarter sales will skew more towards hardware than initially planned, which, along with underperformance of certain titles, weakness in pre-owned and recent sale promotion, will result in fourth quarter earnings that are below our previous expectations. New hardware and software sales have increased 12.8% and 10.9% respectively, but GameStop knows perhaps better than any retailer that new isn't always better. And yeah, that makes sense.
And
Good.
that's how they make their money. They make all their
Good.
money off of pre-owned.
And yeah, and fuck that. If you're going and buying pre-owned from GameStop, just stop. Like real talk. I've never understood if I'm gonna buy pre-owned, I want a decent discount. I'm not going to go to
For 45
Games-
bucks
You're
or
saying
not
that you
even
don't-
55
I'm not gonna
bucks.
Go to GameStop and buy a refurbished console for $10 less than their new one right next to it.
yeah.
It's fucking asinine to me.
Also, if you break open there's a reason why those refurbished consoles are bad.
Yeah.
Like you can look online. There's plenty of people who have gone through like taking apart the refurbished consoles, and showing you exactly why they're junk. The first one I can think of is like Spawnwave Media does it. In his videos, he bought a PS3 and a 360 from GameStop refurbished and broke them open and like explained why they weren't worth buying at all. They were just jank. But like
GameStop makes money on junkies
on
and
bad trades.
and like kids that kind of have, somewhat middle class, high class families, and they just dump all of their trades in. They get 1% of what it's actually worth, and then they resell them for 80%. That's how GameStop makes it. That's how it's been around.
You
And
trade
now
in
they
that
sell
game-
toys and shit, which I'm sure helps them.
You trade in that game, you're getting $1.50 for it. They're going around and selling it for like $35.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's
And the
absolutely
devs-
nothing wrong with that.
The
It
devs for
isn't. It's
that,
just go
no.
use eBay.
And-
Seriously, people, use eBay.
but yeah, the devs for those games see none of that see none of that money from buying it pre-owned. That is straight up all profit for GameStop.
Yeah. Well,
But-
they don't. I mean, I don't think they deserve that money anyway. It was already a sale.
Yeah, but that's the thing with digital, you're not getting GameStop is losing because of digital.
Yeah.
Good.
Also because of other retailers like Amazon with better deals.
It's just digital. That's it.
But there's the thing is
No one has games to trade in anymore.
Yeah, well, everybody's getting that's
And you can't even trade them in now because they're all online codes and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Or if you do, they'll give you fucking $2 for it.
Yeah.
And everybody's getting rid of their their exclusive clubs like the Best Buy Gamers Club, that's gone. I wouldn't be surprised if right before GameStop eventually just shuts its doors and becomes online only, because they'll stay around. They'll stay around as an online retailer. But that's it.
They should do that, and they should or keep their stores and do like the Funko or like the Suncoast thing where they sell a little bit of everything. Because like we
That's
said,
what-
that one episode,
now, that's
I'm
kinda what they're
trying to do now.
dying for a store that is like a cool sort of tech hub that doesn't have a million games on the shelves, just kind of like curate it a little bit.
They don't even have a
That's what they're
million
trying to
games
do,
on
except
the
it's just
shelf.
weed.
Yeah, well, they have all the like merch, like they just Funko Pops and what else they got? They've got like
Yeah, like they got the backpacks, they got the
t-shirts,
shirts.
Yeah, it's all weed
and that's all that
cornball
stuff is
shit.
at the front of the store. It's as soon as you walk in, it's there, because that's what they need to sell to make any money these days.
But like, all right, here's a good example, like the Hori sort of fight stick. Like GameStop is a good place to buy something like that. Like imagine if they start selling like
Heard of
Ducky
it.
Zero keyboards, like mechanical keyboards, and like nice speakers, like audiophile styles. Like get some nice shit in there, and then you can also have the weeb shit, and then there you go. You don't have to worry. Like there is money to be made here. It's just they're trying
but
to
then
force this
you're
kind
also-
of
you're
gamer
also, like,
mentality.
They're also competing with Amazon and all the other places for those things that are currently like Best Buy.
Sure, but
Yeah,
there
I
is
don't
something
think
to be said of having a physical location. There is
Yeah, Best
there
Buy
is
already
power.
has
in
a
that.
physical location.
Yeah.
I don't think GameStop can compete with them in that
And
market.
Best Buy also will probably give you more money for it and sell it to you cheaper.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
they're
Best Buy's
doing-
price match is so great. I
and
love
they're
it.
doing midnight releases for Smash Brothers.
Best Buy is?
Yes, they are. Well, I don't know if all of them are, but there's a couple that are. I know that. I've heard. I've been looking on Reddit.
The Best
But,
Buy near
like,
me is pretty cool, but they need to they need to start upping their game.
Yeah, for me, it's
Micro
like
Center.
we talk about digital only and
Yeah.
stuff, and I will say that my stance on digital only. One of
It's
the issues.
inevitable.
Well, one of the issues, it is inevitable. I know that, but one of the issues, we had our Friendsgiving, and my buddy, I was like, "Yo, bring your PS4."
It does suck you can't share games.
Well, I would say, I told him to bring his PS4, but we had no internet where we were at, and he had digital only, and we actually couldn't play any of the games because we didn't have an internet connection.
Wait. How does that work? What do you mean exactly?
He wasn't authorized
Oh.
because I guess he never did the thing to authorize it to play offline.
Like install the game?
No, he had the game installed. It wouldn't let him play it.
What?
That's what happened on PlayStation 4. It was like, you're not authorized.
Wow.
So yeah, we couldn't. I'm glad I brought 2 of my physical discs with me so we could play those games, no problem. But his digital only game we couldn't play because we didn't have internet.
Yeah.
That's a problem to me. That shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. No,
But
that
I
is
can
stupid.
understand why they do it from an authorization.
That is. Yeah.
To avoid piracy.
It's
I get
also a problem that you went somewhere without the internet, but
it. I won't watch it.
It's also, you might be one of the very few who you actually have people come over with consoles to play instead of just playing online.
Well, no, we're having Friendsgiving.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
No, like,
I'm saying though, that's still pretty rare in my opinion.
like there's
Yeah,
I do
God
get
forbid,
it, though, 'cause
human interaction.
I know, right?
What is human interaction? Other people exist that aren't on the internet?
I know, it's insane.
God, these must be nerds.
that's the real reason why I want to switch, to be honest.
Oh, Switch is great.
Every family event.
Well, we just went to our one
That's
friend's house and
fantastic.
Yeah.
they have a Switch. We brought our Switch over. We played Mario Kart and it's pretty fun. Like that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Like
But you play for like 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
mhm.
I'm
That's perfect for family, family vacation or whatever, where
Yeah.
it's like
You're
No, we
bored
went
and
out-
you just pop it on.
we went
Hey,
over
you
there
throw
and
this-
then me, my girlfriend, and her sister all just played dumb Switch games for like half the day.
You throw the Switch in a case, throw it in your backpack, throw the dock in your backpack, it'll fit.
Yeah, but the
Take-
Nintendo games are perfect for that. There's not that many, at least in my opinion, there's not that many like on PlayStation or Xbox. Like I'm not gonna bring Soul Calibur over to
Grandma's house.
Kate's friend's house and expect them to know how to play.
Yeah,
you know?
no.
But everyone knows how to play Mario Kart. Everyone knows how to play Mario Tennis.
Yeah, we were
Or
playing.
their like controls are really simple and you can pick it up.
Yeah.
And it's not like Soul Calibur. It's not like you have to know XYZ
Right.
combo or else I'm gonna beat your ass.
Doobie's in a very niche position.
I'm always in a niche position.
Well, that's why you're on the show, man.
I'm an anime nerd. Come on.
All right, that's it for the gaming section of the show. We will catch you guys. When should I I guess I'll upload the tech portion tomorrow. So we're a day late, but we had some stuff going on. But we'll see you guys tomorrow for tech. Peace.